I'm Miller Rodney, and thanks for clicking on my video. Well, before the video that I just did, my last video, before it's even uploaded, this is what it looks like now. This is how things change here. This is just remarkable. This is how it's changed in about 10 minutes. There's some, I don't know what that is over there. It looks like, it must be blowing snow, but it almost looks like a, well, it can't possibly be pollen, but it's interesting. Anyway, this is what it is. Living in New Mexico. The video that I just did about how much it was snowing hasn't even uploaded. Turned off the camera, put it in the computer to upload it, and before that even happened, that's what you got. Unbelievable. This is what's happening to the north. Look at that. Pretty chilly out there, but 618. The perpetual 618. So I'm about finished making pendants. I mean, I keep making them because I don't do anything else, and I've got to stop and do something else. Well, all the snow is gone off this, but now we've got blowing dandruff snow. It's about it's not even 2:30. So we'll see what happens. (9:22), 63 degrees. I think I've got some sort of, what is it called when you, oral fixation? Because there's no reason for me to be, having a ice cold smoothie. That's bizarre. I mean, I was 180 pounds for quite a few months there, but I've been eating a lot of sugar. I think that's part of the problem. Sugar and peanut butter. I used to never do that. Well, anyway, the kilns are empty. I think I'm finished for the night. Pretty much finished for the night. So, boy, I got to get this place cleaned up. I just can't believe I'm eating so much. It's just terrible. I got another mouse the other day, a couple of nights ago. There was, came in, and I saw that one of the traps had sprung. So I don't know if I had hit it with something and it sprung open. I don't think so, because I don't remember hearing it go off. But it could have been me. But all the peanut butter that was on it was off. And then I came over to the other one, which is on the other side, over on this side, and all of the peanut butter was gone from the trap, but the trap wasn't sprung. So I don't know if it froze or whatever, because these are pretty hair trigger things. So I reloaded them, and then a day or two later, kabamo. I don't know what I'm going to do next year. I got to do something. I got to do something different. I'm tired of doing the same old, same old. I've been doing the same old for a long time. I mean, that was different. Making those hearts was different. You can't see them here. Oh boy. Now I'm cold because I knew that I would, if I even knowing that I'm going to get cold, I should have eaten some. Why didn't I eat some oatmeal? I could have had oatmeal instead of bananas. But bananas are good because they're fruit. So I have to have fruit. I have to, regardless of whether or not it's cold or not, I've got to eat the bananas. Because it's about the only fruit that I can afford. I mean, you go to the store, a freaking orange is like 75 cents. I can't afford that. I had put some more what do you call it, wax into this thing. I don't know if it's, I can't tell if it's, I think it's, yeah. I haven't fired it up since I added some wax to it. It kind of looks like I didn't, because I just put in some chunks, and when the whole thing was, you know, about that deep in melted wax, so we'll see how this works out. If I can do it without burning myself. You son of a gun. And all is well. And all is well. I like this little basket looking thing. Looks like a little basket. I really like it. I'll make a video with that, using this as the light. See what happens. Ooh, very haunting. It's kind of interesting. I like that. Am I the only one that likes this? Am I the only person in the whole world that thinks this is interesting? Stephen Keen did this painting right here. He's an interesting person, Stephen Keen. K-E-E-N-E, I think it is, Stephen Keen. Saw him when he was in L.A. He and I have a certain thing in common. You know, he's very obsessive, and he makes these paintings like that, and he sets up a whole row of them, a whole section of them, and does maybe like 20 or 30 at a time. You know, a lot of them. It's cold outside, baby, baby, it's cold outside. Baby, baby, it's cold outside. I really should do some photographs. Really. These are very interesting images. Doodly-doo, dee-doo. Doo-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Dee-doo, dee-doo. Doodly-doo-doo-dee-doo. Very interesting images. Oh! Baby, baby, it's cold outside. It is cold outside. Well, I'm going to check the doors again because that's something that I always do. To check the doors 1,000 times. It's an exaggeration, 900 times. But I'm really not sleepy. Ordinarily, I would be continuing my work, you know, but I'm not really, you know, I have to, at some point I have to stop. At some point I just have to say, okay, Rodney, stop, buddy. Just stop. Then I put this thing on this door, which is the door between the studio part and the house part. And then I go over and check the other two doors and make sure they're locked, and then that's pretty much it. But I'll probably have to check these other two doors because that's what I do. I don't know why I do that. It's got some sort of psychological reason for it somewhere. I don't think anybody really gets anything out of my videos. I like that video that I did actually on Bob Dylan. I mean, he laid it out there real clear. He made a deal with the what did he call him? Basically well, go back and look at the video, but you can tell he made a deal. That was, I mean, why would he say he made a deal if he didn't make a deal? I mean, that's the fascinating part about it. Well, I mean, it's obviously more than that fascinating about it, but if the guy didn't make a deal, why did he say he made a deal? And with the way he described the the entity that he made the deal with is pretty clear to me. So for anybody that doesn't believe in that sort of thing, I mean, that's, you know, I mean, why would that guy have said what he said? Why did he say that? Why did he say what he said? I'm cold. I'm freaking cold after eating a 3-banana smoothie with frozen bananas, and now I'm freaking cold. And it's not exactly warm in here, but I'm not going to make a fire. I will gut it out. 63 degrees. You know, if you folks want to read a good book, you know, and I'm not much of a reader, you obviously know that by now if you watch my videos, but the book that I read, which was just incredible, a book that was absolutely incredible, was Shogun. And actually I read I read 3 books in that series, Shogun, Taipan, and Noble House. And Shogun is about the Japanese, and Noble House is about the Chinese, and what did I say? Noble House, Taipan, I think it was Taipan. Taipan is about the Chinese. Noble House, I think, is about Hong Kong. Can't remember. But why am I even? Oh yeah, I'm talking about that because there's some, you know, the Japanese are very interesting people. I like historical fiction. And the way that they lived. It was pretty cold there. These are some tough people. Very tough people. They wouldn't have put up with barking dogs, I can tell you that. There was one part in there where the main character, the guy from the guy Jin, I think this, the foreigner, he had killed a pheasant, I believe it was, and hung it up on the house, I guess, to drain the blood or something. And then he went away, and the neighbors were, you know, the neighbors saw it, and the guy who was his servant, you know, knew that the neighbors were upset, and he actually committed suicide because he couldn't stand he couldn't take the bird down because he was the servant of the guy Jin. But also he couldn't stand the fact that he was putting his neighbors through all of this angst. So he killed himself. So it was an excellent book. If you get a chance, you should read that book. It's a long book, but it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful book. Oh, man. Oh, I'm cold. But I'm going to gut it out underneath that blanket. This little electric blanket that my daughter gave me. So that's that. I'm Hella Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.